I should probably tweet that I'm going live. Oh, okay. That's right, it's not Twitter anymore, it's X. I hate this fucking website. Boop. Alright. Okay. Anyways, hello to my viewers who have come by so far. Sorry, I'm being quiet. I'm still not used to this, and it feels weird just sort of talking to myself in my room until people show up. Especially because my housemate is home, so it's like, yeah, I don't know, it feels weird. My cat is in the background over here. Hi, meow meow. Sometimes he meows back at me. But anyways, we are working on sailing into Ashiri again. This time we are working on a poem that is being a spoken word poem that is being given to us by Miura. So we're going to be working on that. It's a form of poetry that I made up for this culture because I A, really enjoy writing and poetry, and B, because with like a lot of more nomadic cultures, especially like seafaring ones and such, but just nomadic cultures in general, um, any histories that are kept are mainly oral, and the best way to do that is through poetry and song with a rhythm and a cadence and possibly a rhyme, so that those histories can be passed down alongside like the myths and stories that these peoples have. So that's what we're working on today. Yeah, so I'm gonna get right into it. And I can do a quick recap read through of what we've got so far. Call the waters of... Well, actually, do I need to do this? Oh, here, I'll just pick up around where I left off last night. Okay. Let's do this. Sorry about the glare on my glasses. I've noticed that when I've been streaming, but I can't really do much about it unless I want to wear contacts all the time, which I don't because my eyes are pretty dry. Anyways, where I left off last time. This is Yimane's cradle. Yimane's cradle. Miura's voice calls for your attention, softly hooks you like fingers running through your hair, and even the greatest of wills would struggle against her pull. Your gaze locks on her tattoos that travel from wrist to shoulder, shoulder to navel, charcoal black designs arcing with the curves of her body. You see her poise, strong but flexible, and the wildfire red of her hair falling down, down, down to the shipboards in a braid bulky as the Nuimad's mooring lines. In a moment, Miura is no longer herself, but someone older, something older. Words and tradition intertwining with the space she occupies create a young woman wiser than any of her ancestors. She speaks with the cadence of a heavy drum and bestows a story upon you. The sky and stars are connected as sea and beasts, mirrors, each the mass and the many, reflections of space and life. So just to sort of explain what the format is for the poetry here. I have it written down somewhere, not in here. I have it written down on my phone. Hello, cat. I see you've moved closer. His name is Peter Pan for anyone who is interested. Okay. So, basically, the format of poetry is that I've made for this is called Shario. Um, and basically, it's each line is 14 syllables long, which that number because that's the number of sky phases, like night sky phases, I guess you could say. So, like, how many months this world has, basically 14, which is how many times the moon goes through a cycle, which the stars follow, you know, as they orbit their sun. They don't see to it like that. They just see, like, oh, there are 14 different phases of the stars that we see in a year. And that's when the seasons repeat. Um, Initially, I had it that there would be 17 lines in a stanza, but that's a lot, and that doesn't really make sense for spoken tradition, I wouldn't think. Because I just sort of picked an arbitrary number, I think, and I was like, yeah, that's how many islands are in this archipelago. No, we'll make it something shorter, like 6 or 7. And anyways, there were 4 stanzas for the 4 gods of this world, which are the sky, the stars, the sea, and the beasts. At least that's how this culture sees their gods. No, we'll probably do like 4 lines a stanza and then 7 stanzas. Yeah. Let me just highlight this word. 4 lines per stanza. We'll go with not 87, 7 stanzas, which is still a lot, but not nearly as many. 7 stanzas, 14 syllables per line. And then there isn't really a rhyme or a rhythm scheme, mainly because I don't want to deal with that right now. I should probably add in a rhyme scheme. We'll just do a simple rhyme scheme of A B A B. A B A B. Then B C B C. C, D, C, D, D, E, D, E, E, F, E, F. I said 7 stanzas? Okay. E, F, E, F, F, G, F, G, G, H, G, H. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Alright. And that will be our rhyme scheme. And the reason I'm not setting a meter is because I struggle with telling which syllables are stressed and which ones are not stressed. So I'm just not going to deal with that simply. Yep. Okay. Shit, now I have to figure out what rhymes with mirror. Mirror rhymes. Sky and the stars are connected as sea and beasts mirrors, each the mass in the many reflections of space and life. They bind close as the weave of a net. They bind close as the weave of a net, yet clearer. They bind woven nets. A knotted net. Okay. This is real lore buildy part. They bind a knotted net. Catching the yet even as they are bound. Even as they are bound, they are separate. Yet even as they are bound. Okay, so that's half the line. And then we're probably gonna end this fearer, dearer, nearer. Time to wake make another word for the invisible fishing net in the sky that separates the sky and stars from the sea and beasts. Da 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 da. Okay, we have. Even as they're bound, she. We saw. Yeah, we'll just call it she sawed. She sawed knots. Yet even as they are bound, she sods knots. Mirror barrier. Yet even as they are bound, she sods knots. Form a barrier. Are barriers. Yeah. Yet even as they are bound, she sods knots are barriers. Now I have to figure out what rhymes with life. But don't worry, poetry is fun, kids, I promise. It really is. It just takes a bit. Five strife knife. She sods knots are barriers and no being. Knife, life, strife. Yet even as they are bound, she sods knots are barriers. And so sky doesn't meet sea. And so sky doesn't meet sea. And so sky doesn't meet sea. But stars fall through. So sky doesn't meet sea, but stars can fall to strife. Call to strife. Alright, stanza 1 done. On to stanza 2. Okay, have to make up god names now. This is so fun. I love this. I know I sound sarcastic, but I do love this. It's a lot of work, you know? Thank you to my one viewer, whoever you are. Okay. Okay, let's do... Halo... Halo-Ru? Yeah. Oh shit, do these people have... Okay. More world building questions that I have to figure out for myself. Do these people have... Oh, sorry, I'm a bit sleepy. Do these people have kings and queens, or do they have, like, mayors, or, like, warrior chieftains, or just chieftains in general? Types of leadership? We'll see if this comes up with anything useful. Or, like... Types of leaders, king, chief, etc. Okay, here we go. I don't really care for the definitions, I just need a list of them. Kings, emperor. Okay, here we go. Thief, emperor, king, pharaoh, president, sultan, czar. Let's see, Hawaii. Did Hawaiians have, like, a king god? Oh, I didn't even know that they had 4 gods. That one is actually a coincidence. Oops. Kane, Ku, Lono, and Kanaloa. The 400 gods and goddesses. That's a lot. Okay, so they did have kings. Okay, we'll make another word. This time it is chief. Like, of the star people, aka gods. So, um, you know what? We'll make it a simple word. I don't think I have any words that I've made so far that are just like one syllable, so we'll do that. Sate? Seat, Sot, Suit, Sot, Sut. I think Sut could work, or Sate. I think I like Sate. Okay, Sate. And that one means king. Oh, and I have to highlight this so I don't forget it. Chisad. Chisad is the invisible fishing net in the is the invisible fishing net that separates the sky and stars from the sea and beasts. There we go. We're creating, we're making. I don't know why, but this feels harder than usual today. Maybe it's because I plan to do things after this, but also before I have to go to work. So maybe that's why it feels weird. Sit hello room. Um, I don't want to say so. Basically, the next part of this poem is that a god takes, like the god king or whatever takes on a wife, but and like they have a happy loving marriage, but there's this jealous god that's like, oh fuck no. So when they get pregnant and have their baby, the baby gets thrown to earth, a la the Disney Hercules movie, not the actual Hercules myth because that's way different, but a la the movie, a jealous god uh wants to ruin their happiness because he's upset that the wife does not love him, so he throws their child to earth and it lands in the blue hole of Ashiri. But of course, the sea and beasts are mirrors of the stars and sky, and so while Hilaru and his wife can't protect their child, their love is strong enough to make a guardian who is a mirror to them as a beast. And that beast dwells in the blue hole. If that makes sense. Basically, like, but like in realistic terms, not mythological terms. Basically, a long time ago, there was a meteor or something that struck into the ocean there, created this big blue hole. And so the people were like, ah, obviously there is a god here. And then some kind of giant sea monster took residence or evolved in there. But there is some mythical elements to it because it is fantasy world, so this monster does have like kinda unnatural powers and is also protective of the people of Ashiri. Yeah, okay. I am glad I verbalized that because otherwise I may have forgotten it. I'm not very good about drinking water, but I really want to have clear skin. So I'm doing my best to hydrate. But oh my god, I got way off topic. Anyways, so what I was saying was that I don't want Hiloru to have taken a wife, if that makes sense, because it's not like she's something that could be possessed, and I don't want that to be like a pushing aspect of this culture that like sexism as a thing, you know? Like it could be, but I don't want it to be, so I'm not going to. And it's really that simple. Um, so maybe instead of took, maybe it's fell in love type deal? Sit hello, Ru. Loved a who did he love? More word making. I feel like this is gonna be a bunch of garbled nonsense when it's all done, but you know, that's okay. because there'll be more to learn. I made up a word that I liked earlier. Yatesa. But maybe we can make it a bit longer. Loved. Yatesa. Yatesad. Yatesadme. Yatesadmi. Yatesadmu. Mo. Ma. Me. Yatesadne. Yatesadni. Sit hello ru. Loved Yatesadni. In love with Sit hello Ru fell in love with Yatesadni. And then who would become his wife, who is his wife, but Yatesadni. Yes. Oh, did I say that Set means king? Yes, I did. Okay, cool. Oh, but I need to edit this. Means king, but only in regards to the stars, not the beasts. Okay, there we go. Hatisadni, life, fife, knife, rife, strife, wife. Let's see. Pretty sure I know what rife means. Fell in love with Yatisadni. Okay. Anyways, if you're curious why the hell I keep, blah 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 blah. Right, okay. Hang on, is it not working? The Twitch stats thing does not seem to be working for me. No, it says I'm live. Okay. And hello to my one viewer if you're here. Feel free to, chat if you want to. Or don't, you can just chill, and I can talk to myself. Okay, Sit hello Ru fell in love with Yatisadni. Right, back to the point. The reason I keep reading the line out loud and, like, doing this with my fingers is because I'm counting syllables, but... Because that's important to do. There is a website where you can... that'll count syllables and line numbers and shit. Sit hello Ru fell in love with Yatesadni. Let's look up love synonyms. Because I know quite a few, but I'm not thinking of any that are one syllable long right now. Warmth. That's a good one. Warmth. Rife. And the reason it's rife here is because I decided it would be A, B, A, B, B, C, B, C. So the A is the ers ending, and then the B is the life strife, which then continues to rife and will end with wife, hopefully. Sit Hiloru fell in love with Yatesadni, warmth rife. While she danced in the open sky. While she danced in the open sky. Okay, that's 8. 6 more. While she danced in the open sky. I think it'll end with I. While she danced in the open sky. Watching. She danced in the open sky. Stars spinning around her. While she danced in the open sky, stars spinning around her. Okay. E2. Hot. Sit Hiloru fell in love with Yatesadni, warmth rife, while she danced in the open sky, stars spinning around her. He too had caught. Not caught her eye, because I don't know if. Caught her eye sounds kind of weird. Especially in the context that this is their own culture with their own sayings and, like, catching someone's eye. I don't think that's a common phrase in, like, other languages and shit. E2. Noticed. Oh, and Heiloru can be sun. Or wait, no, both of these could be moons. She too had noticed. She had noticed. She had noticed how bright he glowed. And soon she had noticed how bright he glowed, and soon became his wife. Let's see. Her. Chauffeur, coiffeur, conqueror, dancer. Okay, her. Her wedding was alight with life. Their wedding was alight with life. As they would prefer. Shit. That's one syllable short. Where's my phone? Here's my phone. It's Pokemon. Don't care. What? Yeah, her. They wouldn't know the word fleur. That, because that's French. So it's like, why? Why? Saboteur. Silver. Her silver. Their wedding was alight with life. Their wedding was alight with life. Rich gold and silver. Rich with gold and silver. I really like this lip oil that I got. I'm not sponsored or anything because I'm brand new at this and I'm poor and I have 4 followers total. But I do really like this lip gloss. It's so nice. And it smells like berries. Like really delicious berries. I want to eat that shit so bad. I don't think I want copper or gold to be a precious metal to this society. Just because gold is honestly not very useful. But how useful is copper? Because I'm pretty sure we use copper in everything. Yeah. Versus gold, which is heavy? Interesting that these are the highest Google searches. Okay. How important is gold? Shit, not golf. I hate golf. Golf is unimportant. Yeah, see, people are just saying gold is valuable because I say it's valuable. It's like, well, okay, but you don't use it for anything. Silly people. Their wedding was a light. Their wedding was a light with life, rich copper and silver. Okay, cool. On to stanza 3. Yet let's see. Yet greed. Let's see. Yet greed. Yet greed and envy would persist even among stars. Yet greed and envy would persist even among stars. Yet greed and envy would persist. Yet greed and envy would persist. Okay, that's 8, so I have 6 syllables left. Yet greed and envy would persist. All enemies confer. Yet greed and envy would persist while enemies confer. Okay, 4 lines per stanza, 7 stanzas. Okay. So this part of the story is jealous god enters the picture and is like, absolutely not. Not on my watch, bitch. Greed and envy would persist while enemies confer. Pride in the form. Pride in the form of Yatisatni's former heart. Pride in the form of Yatisatni's old heart. Sought. Pride in the form of Yatisatni's former heart. Pride in the form of Yatisatni's former heart hurt her. Well, that's not gonna go right there, but it will be the line there. Yet greed and envy would persist while enemies confer. A raging red star. Then we have to come up with a name for our raging red star. Moyab. Nope, that sounds kind of stupid. Yatisatni. A raging red star. The burning. Burning. Yet greed and envy would persist while enemies confer. A raging red star. The burning no hay. Had not gone far. cried in the shape of Yatisadni's former heart. We're getting rid of that line because I don't like it. And it is as simple as that. Were, slur, sir. Brr. A raging red star, the burning Nohei had not gone far. I got my first tattoo like a week ago almost, and it's itchy. I'm not scratching it, just around it, but still. Okay. A raging red star, the burning Nohei had not gone far. Bonsoir. Liquor. You saw them dance. Saw them sing. He heard their love. He saw them sing. He heard their love. And he wanted to hurt her. He saw them sing, he heard their love. He wanted to hurt her. Hurt her. Saw them sing, he heard their love. He wanted to hurt her. For not being enough. Far. Now we have to look up rhymes for far. Car, Charzard. Star. Oh, duh, star. Wanted to hurt her for not being enough. For not being enough. How could she love another star? Stanza 3, done. We're slowly but surely making progress. Let's read what we have so far. The sky and stars are connected as sea and beasts, mirrors, each the mass and the many, reflections of space and life. Yet even as they are bound, Chisad's knots are barriers, and so sky doesn't meet sea, but the stars can fall to strife. Sate Halo Ru fell in love with Yatisadni, warmth rife, while she danced in the open sky, stars spinning around her. She had noticed how bright he glowed and soon became his wife, but their wedding was alight with life, rich copper and silver. Yet greed and envy would persist while enemies confer. A raging red star, the burning Nohe, had not gone far. He saw them sing, he heard their love. He wanted to hurt her for not being enough. How could she love another star? It feels kind of childish when I read it out loud, but maybe when it's done it'll feel less childish. I don't know. It'll be whatever. I can't just repeat the word star, because that is not rhyming. That is just lazy. Car, grimoire, jaguar. Set, and okay, we have to make a word for queen now. I don't think I have anything so far that has the letter B in it, even though I did choose to make that a sound. So, set and Bune, Bane, Bine, Bene. I think I want to do Bane, Bani, Bani. Set and Bonnie. were soon to have a little prince. Sid and Bonnie were soon to have. Sid and Bonnie were soon to have a little prince. Wargar jar. Star. Spar. Adar. Oh wait. Shit, I have to change the name. It's no longer gonna be Imane, it's gonna be 2 syllables and end with an AR sound. Wait, no, shit, it can't. I can't do that with my language. Fuck. Bani yate sadni. Bani yate sadni. Far. Swell. Baby synonym? Infant, newborn, child, tot. Grimoire, guitar, handcar, hectare, jaguar, lodestar, lobar, jar, malar, memoir, milk bar, NASCAR, Navarre, nightjar, North Star, Nufar, pace car, pinch bar, time par, pine tar, pissoir, Polestar, pourboire, guitar, radar, rail car, rebar, rockstar, sandbar, sandbar, safar. Bonnie Yatisadni looked okay. Okay. Bonnie Yatisadni looked down. Bonnie Yatisadni looked down to the sea below. Looked down to the sea and Sandbar. The cresting sea. Bani Sadni looked down to the cresting sea. Sandbar. Okay. I think we may have hit a bit of a block here. That's okay, because I'm kind of tired. I did plan to maybe stream for a bit longer today, but I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of done. For now, anyways. Maybe I'll come back later. Yeah, like I said, I'm a bit tired, so I think I may call it here. Thank you so much for watching me struggle with basic rhyming scheme. It's always fun. Makes me mad at Shakespeare forever. Um, anyways, yes, thank you for coming and hanging out and watching me. Music was by Eric Matias at www.soundimage.com. Guess this was Nightlight Writes Live. Blah. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.